Hey everybody, welcome to my studio. It's Joanne Rogers. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Central Alberta, Canada, and I've been designing with you in mind since 1999. So welcome to my Facebook Live. We've got lots going on tonight. I've got some information to share with you, some exciting news from Stampin' Up! That was just announced today. And I also have lots of prizes to choose. I've got two prizes from two different videos that I need to pick a winner for. And I also have a great project that I think you're going to like. It's something maybe just a little bit different. No treats involved tonight, just going back and using some dies that we've had for quite a while. So hi Karen, thanks for coming and watching. So maybe as you come on, just let me know where you're watching from, and I'll just make sure that I'm on the right place in my iPad. I think I am. Let me just get that going here. I'm going to make sure too that I'm not, don't have my sound turned up. So hold on just a sec while I'm getting myself going here. Here we go. Okay, when it comes on, it doesn't mute. So there we go. So I can see your comments when we turn. So hi, Leanne. Thank you for coming, and Jennifer too. And thanks for sharing, Jennifer. That's wonderful when you can share. And Karen Cowan, thank you for watching. I'm glad you're here tonight. And thank you as well. Leanne, you shared already too. So you guys know I've got a little treat too for sharing tonight, but I've got to get to my news first. So announced in the Stampin' Up! World today, and I sent out an email to my newsletter holders. And if you are a newsletter holder, I hope you got that and you had a chance to read it. And I just sent out, just posted a little bit ago, maybe about half an hour ago, information on my Facebook page too. So two big announcements. Stampin' Up! Is retiring the Big Shot and is also retiring the Stampin' Trimmer. So the Stampin' Trimmer is going to be gone as of June 9th, and the Big Shot will be gone as of the end of May. So that's big news for us, and there's going to be a gap because we don't have a replacement, and they've not let us know what the replacement is, but we will have dies. But Stampin' Up! Has decided that they want to work direct with a manufacturer. And so that's what they're going to be doing. And so what it means for us and what it means for you, though, is if you have a Stampin' Trimmer, you're going to want to get your blades, your replacement blades. Right now, we're limited to a maximum number of 3 that we can order at any one time per customer. On April 15th, the retiring list will be coming out. So that's news as well. And when the retiring list comes out, that number will go up to 6 that will be allowed. So they're already in a back order situation, just the news and with the demonstrators. So we've been assured, however, that they are coming back into stock and back into the warehouse. So if you do want some of those, then let me know or get your order placed. You'll go into back order, and then when they arrive, they will just be shipped out. Now, but on the Big Shot is still going to be perfectly fine to use, of course. We may need to use shims with it, but what will not be available any longer are the cutting pads. So those standard replacement pads, if you want some, and again, your Big Shot, you're going to continue using that, you're going to want some replacement pads. And so those are still available. They're not in a back order situation yet, but those you're also going to want to take a look at. Okay, so that's the big news I want to share with you. The next news is that I will have a catalog. This time next week, I will have the new annual catalog. I leave on Friday to go to Vancouver, and there's a bunch of us going from Edmonton and in my team. And we always get the catalog and we see new product and we get to play with it. So it's one of the great perks about being a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And so if you want to see the catalog quickly, early too, you can also join if you'd like. You can just send me a little message and that would be great. So that's the next big news. And then the retiring list is coming out on next Monday, the 15th. So that is what's happening, and you're going to find out everything that's retiring in terms of stamp sets, paper, embellishments, colors. There's all kinds of stuff. So Jennifer, I'm not understanding your comment. So coffee next week. Is that what I said? So, or what I've typed? Let me know if I've been confusing. So that's all the news that I have. So now I need to pick some prizes for the last time we were together. So the last time we were together, we made this card. And remember, it was the Stair Stepper card. And it's the one that when you fold it out, it stands like this on the table. So this was the one we made. And when I put it out at the end, which one was your favorite? Because I had made this one as well. This one definitely was the one that everybody loved. And that's great because we all made it together. So I am drawing for anybody who shared that video. And thank you very much for sharing. I've got your name in the draw here. And so keep your fingers crossed. New catalog, Coffee with Joe. That might be good. We'll have to see. Okay, I've got it in my hot little hand here, and it is Barb. And I don't know how to say your last name, Barb. Barb W. So Barb Wackholes, I think is how you say it. So if you can give me a shout and just send a comment, and then we'll do a PM, a private message, and you can send me your address and I will get this shipped off to you. So hi, Pat. Thanks for coming and watching. So that's the first one. And then the next one, I did a VI Peeps. And so the VI Peeps project was this. And so if you're not on my VI Peeps group, you're going to want to go over there because I do exclusive things just for the group. And this was a cute little project. It was a Saturday morning. Didn't take very long. I think it was like 20 minutes tops that the live was, but I think the project was only, I don't know, anybody remember? Like no more than 10. So what I was giving away for that one for anybody who shared, however, was a pack of the Subtles 6x6 paper. I really enjoy these papers, and probably Stampin' Up! Is going to change the patterns again. We will have different ones coming in the new catalog. But if not, I'm not going to be awfully worried because I really, really do like this paper. So that's what I'm drawing for now. So Jennifer, those are really cute. So go ahead and take a look at that video if you haven't seen it. Those candies are the Maltesers. And oh yeah, you were here. I think you were. Okay, so my winner here is Karen Cowan. So Karen, if you're still on, thumbs up, good for you. So let me know that you heard that, and I can get this off to you, and we'll arrange a time for that. Okay, so what I have to give away. So after the news, I thought maybe a good thing to give away would be a pack of replacement blades for the Stampin' Trimmer. So for anybody who shares this video, if you share, I'll put your name in the draw and I will pick a winner for these. Okay, so enough talking, I think. I'm going to turn you down. Have I got everything on my list? Oh, just one more thing. My product of the week. So all week this week, I'm doing 3D projects. So no cards this week, all 3D. So they're going to be something that maybe is movable, has movable parts. It's a little treat. It can be, you're welcome, Karen. It can be just about anything. So so that's this week, and my steal of the deal will go up on Design with Joe VI Peeps tomorrow. So take a look at that post for the specials. Okay, now I'm going to turn you down. So I will, you're right, Jennifer, the replacement blades are going to be a really hot item, and I don't want people to miss out on them. So I think they're going to sell out very quickly. Okay, turn you down now. Here we go. So remember this set? We haven't seen this set for a while, have we? No. Coffee Cafe. A set we've had for a little while, could be on the retiring list, I don't know yet, but it might be because we've had it for a couple of years. So we are going to be playing with that. And I think actually, okay, we're going to play with that, and we're also going to play with the coffee cups framelets. So when we have our replacement die cutting machine, we're going to just be referring to these as dies because framelits, thinlits can be a little bit confusing. So today, well, I need you to decide. We're going to be using this little guy for sure. And we're going to use this guy here, but I need you to tell me, are we doing big or small? Now, I know that's sort of hard because I haven't told you or showed you what we're making, but I need the first two people to tell me what they want. Do they want to do big, small coffee cup, or do they want to do big upside down coffee cup? So let's see who's going to be first on the go around there. And I'll pick it small. We've got one small. Do we have a second small? Let's see. I'm picking up the small. I'm hoping it's going to be small. We need a second person, ladies. I'm going to put it down there on the chance that we are going to get... Oh, Karen, the bigger the better. Now we need a tiebreaker. You're right on the coffee situation, the bigger better. I would agree with you there. So now it's going to be, are we going for this guy? And we're doing 3D, remember that. So are we going bigger? Bigger or go home? Or smaller, cuter? Somebody small. Leanne, thank you very much. Okay, we're doing small. Sorry, Karen. We'll have to do a large one some other time. Okay, and I've already picked out stamps we're going to use. Really, we're just going to use the word stamps here, and you can decide which one we're going to use. I've pulled them both out, and I've also pulled out the coffee bean. So I'm going to put that aside, and we are just going to go ahead and do a little bit of stamping first of all. So now we have to pick colors. So I need to know if we want to do red and browns or if we want to do navy and browns. And the first person to pick there. So let me know what it is you would like. Navy and brown. Crumb cake is going to be our base color, and we're also going to use espresso. So do you think that red might be a little bit better with that, or do you think that navy might be a little bit better with that? You can see on the corner of the screen, I've got one of the little coffee things there. Reds. Okay, Leanne, we are going to go with red. So we're going to take that red, and we are going to just stamp our words. And I think probably, good, Karen, we got, hi, Bonnie, we've got 2 reds, so that's great. And happiness is a cup of coffee shared with a friend is one of our sayings, and life happens, coffee helps. So which one of these do you think might be best? Thinking 3D item. Friend one? Life. Friend, life, friend, life. Who's going to decide? One person. Get your fingers talking there and let me know what it is that you would like it to say. Friend. Okay, thank you, Leanne. Leanne's got her fingers going there tonight. Okay, so what we are going to do is, because we are going, happiness is a cup of coffee shared with a friend. We are, one life. We got 3 friends. Good. Very good on the friends. So I'm going to do it 2 ways. I'm going to do it with my marker, and I often use my marker, and I make sure that I use it on the side with the brush tip. And I'm just going to ink up. I'll do it all here, and then I'll show you a little bit closer. Happiness is a cup of coffee. And then I'm going to do just the friend by itself after. So I'm getting this inked up. Now, one of the things I have noticed with photopolymer is that I'll pull this up and maybe you can see, it actually resists the ink a little bit. And so I'm going to do this, but I think I might need to pull out a piece of tape. Okay, can you see? It's a little bit hard to see, but it's resisting the ink. I'm going to stamp it and see how we did. And if it didn't do a fantastic job of covering, then I'm going to pull out a piece of tape. And how many people have used that technique with just tape from cellophane tape? Okay, so just stamping down because, well, that's not so bad, I guess. Stamping down using my, what is this? Step and Pierce mat. So I've got that, and I'm also going to stamp, no, I'm going to do that. I'll stamp those guys later. So what we're going to do is we are going to cut this out with our die that's going to make this into a coffee sleeve. So I'm going to put that over top, but what I'm also going to do is I'm going to ink that up again, and we're going to decide. So I'm going to see if I can get just a little better impression. I'm going to do it right on the red this time. So let's see, and maybe I'll even make, oh, I don't know if I'll be able to make two or not. You'll see in a minute. I know I'm being very sneaky, aren't I? So it is fun to be sneaky, actually. So let's try and do that one. That's not bad. So we're going to cut that one out too. So we're going to cut those both out, and now I'm going to clean that. Let me just grab my cleaner. I'm going to clean that really quickly, and I'm just going to do the friend. And then we'll decide once we get to the finishing touches which one we actually want to use. So yeah, more choices. Isn't that wonderful? More choices. I give you too many choices, don't I? Okay, cleaned, ready to go. So I'm going to stamp that off. Sorry, not stamp that off. I'm going to cut these now, pull in my big shot. It will be interesting to see what our new, we don't know what the new one is. So, and we won't know until all the negotiations have been finalized. Stampin' Up! Is really very concerned about bringing in a real quality piece for us. So with the red one, we're going to take this one that has ridges on it, and it's going to go right over top, and it will fit almost perfectly over top of that. So I'm just going to cut that out, and this one cuts and embosses at the same time. Run that through. So what you get at the end is your happiness is a cup of coffee. And I'm going to do the same for the white. So I'm just going to run that through as well. I'll just get, I know it's out of the screen. Well, maybe not quite out of the screen. And we'll run that through the other way. This is one of the things I do like about the Big Shot is you can run it both ways. Oops. Okay, I've lost my paper. There it is. It's stuck. There we go. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to show you a little bit of something. So this is from the dollar store. I think they come a pack of 4 in a bag for really inexpensive. So this is what we're actually going to be working with. So I'm going to take some of these, and I have found that you can cut with our dies. You can cut through 7 of these at one time. It's fairly flimsy paper, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can do 7 and less. And I've tried 8, but it doesn't leave a very good, it doesn't really cut them out. So I'm just whacking those out of there. I'm going to hold it together. And I'm taking our die now, and I'm going to, with the small one, I'm glad you picked the small one, because with the small one, we can actually get 2 out of 1 piece of paper. So I'll run that through. Okay. And so I've got these little guys. So now you have an idea what we're doing, right? So I can also go like this and run those through. The rest I would consider to be garbage, so I'm going to throw those away because I do happen to have some of those already done. In fact, I've got quite a few of them done. Here we go. So put that away, the Big Shot away, and we're going to put some of these together. We're going to need that Big Shot again in just a bit. So I'm not going to use all of these, but what I do is I just put them all together, and I'm actually going to probably use half of them. So take about half. And I take one of our library clips, but you can use an alligator clip if you don't have the library clips. And I'm now going to do the front of it. And so I decided on the colors that were going to be reds and browns. Now, I've lost some brown ones though. Hold on just a minute. Oh, here they are. Okay, so we've got red or we've got brown that we can decorate. Which ones are we going to use as the base? So we can either go something like this or we can go something like this. So do we like a red background? Hi Debbie, hi Anne, hi Cindy, glad you guys are here watching. So which one do we want to go? Do we want to go with a brown background, so the first person to decide, or do we want to go with a red background? Okay, and let me know, and you guys get to pick whichever one it is. Brown. Leanne, you are really quick on those keys tonight. Okay, so we're going to put that aside. We're going to use red, and what I've done is I have cut 4. So out of the cover here, I cut 2 of the covers, and this is the back actually. So the back is not decorated here. And so I cut both, and I've covered one already. So I did that so that you guys wouldn't have to wait so long. So that's going to be my back, and this is my front. So I've got 2 brown, and I've got the cover, and it's going to give a really solid look to the little guy, to the little what is it? Memo pad, I guess we're going to say it is, a little notepad. So I'm using liquid glue. I'm going to put that right over top, and it's going to be the best probably for setting up. So I'm going to glue that one in place, and I'm going to glue the back one in place as well. So when I do that, what I have is a nice solid front and back that's going to protect some of those papers that are inside there. Now what I would like to do as well is I am going to stamp my coffee beans onto the brown. So this is crumb cake that I'm using. So when you're stamping straight down, straight up, and you want to go off, so it looks like they're all over the cup, which they are going to be. I'm not going to worry about too much in the middle because that's going to be covered up with our words that are going to be like that. Okay, so maybe one more in there right about here. Okay, so that's there, and I'm going to glue this guy down. So these are really quite cute to give as a little gift for somebody who doesn't need a little memo pad in their purse. And especially if they are a coffee aficionado. Okay, so there's happiness is a cup of coffee. Now I'm going to have to do a second one because we don't have room to put one of these little guys on there, do we? I don't think we do, because it fits just in one place there. So now what I'm going to use is I am going to punch my hole in here, but I have one. All right, where did I put the one that had the clip on it? Oh, right here. So talking about things that are being retired with Stampin' Up, we had this, who remembers this from years ago, and who has one of these? So this was a Stampin' Up product, and they were great for going through thick pieces of paper, going through chipboard, and so I'm going to use it for going through my little guy here. And I think it's, you know what, I haven't tried this. Let's just try it. Nothing like trying it on a Facebook Live. I'm going to put these all together. I'm going to put my clip back on and get it centered there. Put my clip on this side over here, and I'm going to use the small one, and I'm going to try and see if I can go right through the whole thing. So let's see if it's going to work. Oh, there we go. So how many of you still have one of these at home? And who remembers what it was called? Bonnie, you've got one at home? What was it called, ladies? Ugh. Oh, perfect. Worked great. So you wouldn't want to use your 1/8 inch hole punch for this because you would be going through, well, you could, but you would have to do it a little bit at a time. And then what I also have, we were trying to decide what the name of these were the other day. Does anybody remember these little things that open up and close? Because it's something that's they're a little hard to find, the really small ones, and I don't have any smaller than this, but I think I might put a little bit more paper in there. Actually, you have it, Kathy, and what is it called? Do you remember? I think I'm going to do this red one too. Seeing that I have the paper, let's do the red guy, but we're going to do the red guy different. So here's the red one. We're gonna do him a little bit different this time. I'm going to put maybe navy on him, and I'm going to take that friend and I'm going to cut the friend out. So it's a crocodile. Yes, ladies, thank you very much. And it was, okay, Karen, I feel for you. I know exactly how you feel. So Karen said she knew what it was called 2 days ago, but right now it's a little foggy for her. So I am just cutting that friend out. Here we go. I've just got the friend cut out. I've got a little bit of a mess going, but what I want is I want one of these little coffee cups on top. So I'm going to grab my Big Shot, pull that in again. And this time I'm going to do it. Okay, the decision point again. We're going for some of our paper. What color? Oh no, now we've got like 4 different choices. So 2 people. Who are the first 2 to say what colors? We're either going to go navy, we're going to go with real red, crumb cake, or espresso. So ladies, give me your thoughts. I'm not sure. So it's going to go over top of this. Okay, and then our friend, which is in espresso, is going to go over top. So we need a choice of one of these 4 colors. Real red. Tara, thank you very much. I did say 2. Oh, real red, blue, navy. Oh, I'm going to do both. Let's do a real red. And I'm just putting it on the side. We could go that way. For this one, it doesn't really matter if we go on the side or not. Here we go. Pull out my cutting. Oh, here we go again. See, look, I do this all the time with my handle on that side. You guys got to let me know that I'm doing things backwards here. So there's our one little guy. And I'm going to do a navy one too. So let me put that one over here. This one I do. So when you're working with these, your dots look a little bit too uniform that way. So I found that I put it on the side like that and it made it a little cuter. So I'm going to go here this way again. Okay, so we've got 2 and we will decide which one. So I'm going to put this aside again. I think we're done now with the Big Shot. Okay, so here we go. We're going to pull that in and I've got blue over top of blue. Maybe not. I've got crumb cake over top of red. Blue looks better on there. I've got red over top of brown. Might be a little too much. Or I've got red over top of red. Okay, who's going to give me a choice there? Thank you, Michelle. Hi, Christine. Where are you guys watching from? I'm glad you're here, but let me know where you're watching from. So I need red over red. Red over red. So that guy right there then. Okay, let's do that, Tara. Thank you for sharing, Michelle. And I am going to glue this one down then. And let's just pull him in. So I'm using liquid glue so that we can... this will set up really easily with our liquid glue. So this one's not going to have any of the little coffee beans on it. I need a dimensional for this one. Oh, I'm going to do something first. I'm going to give this a little bit of shadow. I'm going to give it a white shadow. So I'm going to, oh, that's sort of cool that way too. I'm going to put this on just so that we have it show up even better. I really like doing a shadow on little framelits and things like that. So I'm going to take this guy, I'm going to put him on with a dimensional. And he's just setting up, that glue is just setting up a little bit right now. So hi, Angie, thank you for watching. Oh, Washington, that's perfect. Thanks, Michelle. So this is great. I've got lots of people. Yes, Jennifer, I have more people watching. I really enjoy it when people are watching. It's fun to share. Okay, so that's there. And we're going to put that friend, which is now lost, way over here. And I'm going to put the friend just right over top again with a dimensional. And we'll go right here. Thanks, Angie. I'm glad you'll come back. Let's put the friend right side up instead of upside down. And let's make this one into the book too. So I seem to have a little bit of paper all over the place today. Usually I'm not quite so messy. Usually I clean as I go. So let me just clean up a little bit because I want to find my paper. Anybody see it on the desk? Ah, here it is. I do have two other designs that I'm going to show you once we're done. This guy's got to go because I have ink on my finger and it just transferred. So let's take this one over here, and where's my back? Here's the back. We're going to take that gold clip, our library clip again, and I'm going to put on the hole on this side this time. So we'll pull in our crocodile. I was just kidding you guys. I knew what the name was. I love my crocodile, but I realized that I haven't pulled it out for quite a long time. So I'm gonna give that another ka-chung there. Ugh. Okay, and we're gonna put this one in. So we've got that guy, and we've got this guy that we made. And I want to show you a couple more that we made. So they're really quick projects. The worst is probably cutting through that paper, but it doesn't take all that long really to cut through it. I'm cleaning so that you can see quite a nice flat, see them by themselves. So I have a couple more. This guy here, I also put a ribbon on. So the ribbon is going around here. Thanks, Tara. Thank you for sharing, Bonnie and Debbie. Thanks very much. I think they're really quite cute too. And you could put a ribbon on here too, I thought. But I didn't put a ribbon here today. This ribbon, what I found, I don't know if you can see under there, I really had to use a fair bit of my liquid glue to get it to stay, because this isn't a flat side, or it's what's the word I want? It's wider up here than it is down here. So it took a while for it to set up and stay. So there it is with the blue. And then this one is one, do you remember years ago we used to make the little booklets and we had the coil in? So this is one where I've just taken the book and I put the coils back in. So I want to show you really tapered, that's the right word. Thank you, Beth. How to do that. So all I did was I straightened out the two little ends, both sides, this side and that side, holding it together. I'm just going to take my gold clip, actually, that will help. And then you just twist this, and so it comes out of the holes. And when it comes out of the holes, then you can cut your paper. And then what I also did is I had to cut this down. You can see that this is a little bit wider. So I just had a pair of snips and I snipped those off. And then I twisted the ends back inside. So either way, you've got one that opens this way. Notice I didn't do the backing on that one, but I think it looks better actually if you put the same color. I think it just finishes it off a little nicely. So let me know which ones are your favorites. Which one do you think you would love to receive? So is it going to be navy with the friend? Is it going to be the one we made tonight? So hi, Gail. Thanks for watching from Australia. That's perfect. We made this one tonight too, or is it the one with the coil? Which is your favorite? I don't know if I have a favorite. I do like the one we made tonight. I like that red. That red is really quite bright. So let me know, and let me see. I think that I'm done for the evening. Let me go back. There we go. Here we are. So what did I cut the holes with on the cardstock? That was the crocodile, Karen. So you can't pick one, Jennifer. So we have navy and red is getting, so the one we made tonight, this one seems to be getting, look how cute this is. This is only like, oh, it's not even 2 inches tall. So this is just a sweet little thing. So the red one with the friend on front, yes. I like the navy one too, but this one is really, it catches your eye, doesn't it? Okay, well, thank you very much, ladies. I'm so glad you were here to watch. I'll be back again in 2 weeks. And in the meantime, you might want to join my Design with Jo VIPs because I do exclusive Facebook Lives there. And I'm so glad you were here, and I hope you have a great evening, and I'll see you again. Bye-bye.